Now that they've added the MR2, let's see how realistic it is with the snapback oversteer, if it has any. Oh! What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. We have ourselves two MR2s this week, and I'm gonna go ahead and build these things out. Right now, they're kind of slow. They're really cool. I've always liked this MR2 that we have here. I honestly don't know the... I know it's like the W something version of the cars, but I've never kept up with the MR2, so I don't know exactly the, the models that they are. So I'm sorry for that, but yeah, this is I guess the Mark II MR2 that we have here, and then they also have the other one added to the game. So if we get 50% in the season, in the spring season, we get it, as you can see here, and that's the older one. And then if you do this race right here, which is the track Toyotas, you get this one. I'm kind of happy about that one because I actually really like this one a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna build these. We're gonna mess around with them. We're just gonna see what they're like. Again, this is a 90s one. Actually, when did this actually come out? 1995. So this is a 90s Toyota, which means it should technically have a bunch of aftermarket parts for it, because around that time is when all these cars, I guess, decided to go crazy in Japan with their aftermarket. Pretty much the aftermarket parts for all of these. They had a lot of stuff. The Skylines, Toyotas, I don't know why it says Skylines, but the Nissans, Toyotas, Hondas, all of that. They all had crazy kids come out for these cars. So I really do hope that they've added some stuff for this car in the game, and we're gonna be messing around with it. I don't really know exactly what I'm gonna do to it because I have no idea if we can even engine swap this thing, if we can make it a lot faster or not. But yeah, let's just go ahead and give it a shot. I will also take out the older MR2 and I'm gonna build that as well. But for now, let's mess around with this thing. I think these usually came with a 2-liter, if I remember correctly. So yeah, it is. It's a 2-liter 4-cylinder that's in this. 241 horsepower, 309 newton meters of torque. It only weighs 1,200 kilos. So these are very quick cars back in the day. Very quick. And it's also mid-engine. For the people that didn't know, this is a mid-engine rear-wheel drive car, so that's kind of cool. We could put, obviously, Nissan engine in it, and then the Rally engine in it as well. I'm going to leave the standard engine that's in it now. We can't even do anything else to it, I guess. We could change it to all-wheel drive if I really want to. I feel like this would be kind of fast if I change it to all-wheel drive, but I don't really know how much power we can squeeze out of the engine that we have now. So I might want to leave it as a rear-wheel drive because I feel like it'll be a little bit more fun to do, or a little bit more fun to build if I just add a little bit more power. Okay, there we go. That's what I want. I wanted more parts. So there are bits and pieces that I kind of like and dislike about some of these kits, I'm gonna guess. Yep. Okay. They're actually not that bad. I expected a lot worse. Let's just say in real life I've seen a lot worse. Like a lot worse. If we can get this thing, we can get it to be slightly more wide-bodied. I don't really like the way it gets rid of the black stripe that goes from the front indicators all the way to the rear. Like, it gets rid of it on the front, it just makes it red instead. Which one do I like more? This one or this one? This one I'm not really a massive fan of, but these first two I kind of like. This one makes it look a little wider, so I think it'll be a little nicer once it's lowered. We can change the wing if we really wanted to. Oh my good god. Now it's just starting to look more and more like the Cars, or the car from Cars. Is it Celica, the one in Cars? I can't really remember. But yeah, it looks just like that. It's funny. I've also seen some of them with this wing. Actually, this is not very different to the standard wing that we have. It's just slightly larger, which I might put on because it honestly doesn't look that bad. Oh good god, no. There's so many of these. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this one on because it's just slightly higher than our normal one. And then of course we have this. That just looks crazy. Oh, it looks so weird because it has the holes for the exhaust and it has like a bit of plastic that's underneath them. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. That's kind of annoying. Can we change the exhaust on it? The side skirt looks pants. Not a big fan. I'm really not a big fan. As much as I would. Okay, I'll put it on just because it has the whole kit all the way around and might look decent once it's lowered. And once it has a different set of wheels, because right now it just looks awful. Yeah, what sort of power can we squeeze out of this thing? What can I expect? Can we put drift suspension on it? We can put drift suspension on it. We can get this thing to be very low. Should I just slide around? I might just slide around this thing, honestly. It really doesn't look bad. I thought it was going to look a lot worse. Let's just put it that way, especially with the kit that we put on it right now. I really thought it was going to look a lot worse. I also wish you could take the top off. Because this is technically like a target top. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try to see if we can pretty much do that. I'm going to take it out into Forza Vista. I'm going to see if we can take the panels off the top. Because that'd be kind of sick. Can we? Please. 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 Open the doors. Oh, come on. Let me take the paddles off the top. It's a target top. Come on. Oh, yes, we can. That's sick. I'm so happy. Oh, I'm so happy. It's not really a target top. It's like a sort of T-top. Is that what it's called? I don't even know. I honestly didn't even want to take it out. Why can't we take it out with the top off? I hate that. I hate that about this. Like, there's so many different things that they could have done to the game. They like added the feature in the game, but they like haven't expanded on it. Like, taking the top off this thing. Oh god. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna stop complaining. But I just feel like they could have done so much more. 235s in the front now. We can go as wide as 285s on the rear. My god. I'm gonna keep it as sports tires though. And then I'm just gonna try to find a set of wheels for this that will suit it. And I'll be right back, I guess. Honestly, these set of Koenigs suit this thing quite well. I really like that big tire wall as well on this. See, I don't like them if they're too big. I don't feel like it suits this car too much. 17s is probably as big as I'll go. Oh, even 16s, they look good. They look good now with 15s. I will make them slightly larger. As for our track width, I'm not going to bring it out all the way to the front. I'm just going to do that. And then for the rear, I'm just only going to do one step because I don't think it'll suit it if I bring it out more. I'm probably also going to change the wheel color. We'll see what the whole body color is going to be like. See what other options we have as well, because obviously the majority of the time, I'm pretty sure like every single time I've ever seen one of these in real life, it was always red. So I kind of want to go see if we can get this thing to be a different color to this. I also do think that the same engine sound they use for this, they used for the Eclipse, if I remember correctly. So yeah, they're recycling some stuff, I guess, with this car. We're down to 966 kilos. 631 horsepower. Okay, so this thing can put down some good power. I might honestly put race tires on it. But 631 horsepower is not like a huge amount of power. But I think it looks quite good. And it's under a ton. So that's really good. It is very short wheelbase. Because it's a pretty small car. We'll see how it handles once I take it out sliding. I feel like that'll be very interesting. Anyway, let's have a look at some of the paints that this car actually came with from factory. So we have it in yellow, which I think looks much better, I think, than red. Definitely gotta change those wheels. Is that like a matte green? Is this a standard manufacturer color? No way. Why is everything matte green and then the headlights are like glossy green? That's so weird looking. Wow, that looks good. Even with the gold wheels now, that looks really good. Black looks nice. I can't tell if this has like silver accents about. Oh no, it doesn't. And we have it in white. I like this color. I like all these colors actually. They're so cool. The blue I think suits it the best. The blue suits it the best. Yeah, definitely. We could change this to be carbon fiber if I really wanted to. What's it going to look like? It's like flat carbon. This is like glossy carbon. It's so early 2000s. It's like it's very heavily like modified looking. And we'll change our wheels. I kind of want them to be like just silver. So let's go find a set of silver wheels, I guess. I don't want them to be chrome. So maybe like aluminium. Should we go semi-gloss? Aluminium polished? No, because they're too chromey if they're... Actually don't look that bad, to be honest. Aluminium polished. They really don't look that bad. Okay, we'll leave it like that, and we'll drive this thing. We'll see what it's like. It should be very aerodynamic, so I think the top speed of this thing should be quite good as well. It's so like early 2000s, like it just looks like it. I wish we could change this exhaust, it just looks so boring now. I hope the snapback oversteer of this thing won't kill me in real life. Somehow I crash this car and I get injured in real life. Just watch. No, I'm joking. It does go wide a little bit. Okay, because of its sports tires. It honestly feels like a mini Ferrari. Not even gonna lie. The way this thing drives, it just reminds me of the 458 so much. I don't know why. Like, I've driven a lot of the 458. Yeah, I'm changing tires. Because, like, I've tried to brake and then these things just slip out of, like, from underneath me so easily. I'm gonna put race tires on it. So yeah, I can still get the rear wheels to spin very easily. First, second, third. And in fourth, I'm just finally starting to get grip. I need to mess around with my gear ratios because I'm going through gears way too quickly, and I definitely think this can easily reach 200 miles per hour, but not with this gear. Oh, it's so much better now. So much better with these tires. I actually have grip. I can control this thing properly. Not just expect it to just fly off the road. But yeah, it definitely feels like a mini 458. It's very cool. But it's like a turbo 458. Because you can hear it. It's a turbo small engine 458. It honestly makes just slightly more power than the 458 though. So that's funny. It weighs a lot less. But it definitely handles very similarly because it's mid-engine. I don't usually drift a lot of mid-engine cars in this game. But I do know that the 458 is just so fun to drive. Like stock, I'm talking. Like not modified, just stock. The 458, the 488. The Piste is the most recent thing I've driven, which is... Like I said, this is very reminiscent of the 458. The Piste is pretty much just a more powerful 458. It's also turbocharged. Yeah, I really like this thing. It's actually a lot of fun. It is actually a lot of fun to drive. Alright, so let's see how aerodynamic this thing actually is. Can it reach 200 miles per hour? I mean, it definitely should. It has the power for it. I don't see why it shouldn't reach 200 miles per hour. It looks so good. It looks really good, I think. So let's go ahead and tune car. What's it? Okay, so our gear ratio say it can reach 213 miles per hour. Let's stretch these out quite a bit because we definitely need to. 241.8. We can get this thing up to 241.6. Can we get this to be even faster? 242. So 242.5 so far. It's for 2.6. I'm just gonna go until it can't go up anymore. 242.6 by the looks of things is where we're ending it. Alright, let's give it a shot. Okay, much longer now. We have a bunch of turbo lag. Watch this, right? Low on the gears. Low on the revs, not gears. 2000 RPM, flooring it. Nothing. There we go. Popper pedals looks sick. I have grip in this thing. The front end is super light, by the way. It's the whole thing about mid-engine cars. Their balance is crazy because their front end is very light, so it just darts into the corner very quickly. I'm about to absolutely smoke this M4. Goodbye, M4. Who's walking away now? 242.6. What? Is that what it was? It's gone. But yeah, it's very quick. Especially with the standard engine. I really didn't want to modify this thing, like engine swap it. If we didn't have like a good engine swap, I don't want to put the RB in it again, like we did with the Celica's. But yeah, I think it's time now to compare this thing to its older sibling. I guess well, it's not really a sibling. It's pretty much his dad, I guess. So yeah, let's compare it to that. And we'll see what that's like to drive. See if we can get it to be a little bit faster, maybe. Or maybe if it's gonna be slower. We'll see what it's like. And we'll see what we can do to it as well. Because if we can have the same sort of modification options that we have to this thing, you know, visually as well. I feel like that'd be very, very interesting, especially on a car that's even older than this. But yeah, anyway, this was the newer MR2 that we can get. Let's mess around with the old one and see what that's like. Right, so this is supercharged, so it's a little bit different to the other one. Look how square this thing is. It came out in 1989, so 6 years before the other one. It sounds the same, but now it has a supercharger whine. Listen to that. Oh, it's trying to get sideways actually. Just lifting off the throttle. That sounds cool. It's slow, but it sounds really good. And we have the very, very retro square Toyota interior, which is sick. Oh, it's so slow. I mean, we're just driving a car doing 200 miles an hour everywhere now. This is so slow. Is that my light just flashing? Every time I'm going, I'm like driving differently. Have they broken the light? Oh no, never mind. It's just the sun's reflection. Okay, it was so weird because I was like looking at the thing. I was like, is that my light literally reflect, or not reflective, but like my light on the road? It's like, it's pretty much daytime, so it shouldn't be. It's cool. It's really, really cool. Okay, it's time to modify this thing. Can we get it to be even faster than the other one? Or can we get some nicer engine swaps, I guess, for this thing? It is also supercharged. Anyway, this car at the moment makes 145 horsepower, which is pretty much 100 less than the other car. It is slightly lighter, but yeah, it's also supercharged. It's a little different to the other one. So you can put the 2-liter inline 4 VVT, which is a Honda engine. I'm gonna guess. I kind of want to keep the standard engine that's in this thing now. It's a 1.6 supercharged, and I might. Oh, we could turbocharge it even. We're only gonna get a slight power increase, so I might just keep the supercharger on it just to see what it's like after we do stuff to it. And of course, we don't have anything to change the exterior to, just the crappy Forza parts, so we'll move on from those. Anyway, for our tires, I'm gonna go race tires. I'm gonna pretty much build this car the same as the other one, but obviously it's gonna be slightly different due to the fact that this thing is supercharged instead of turbocharged. I'm also gonna put some of these Advan wheels on it because I think they suit it. I immediately, as soon as I stumbled across them, I was like, I'm gonna put these on because they just suit it. I'm gonna make them 15s. This guy, I think, is a little bit smaller than the other one. I'm also gonna go ahead and bring the track width out, pretty much the same as the other car, because I'm also gonna guess we can put your suspension on this thing. Look how high this car sits to the road. That's mad. Okay, I like the exhaust on it. It suits this thing. And if we put drift suspension on, we can get it to be very, very low. Honestly, the only reason why I'm putting drift suspension on these cars right now is just to get them as low as possible, because the race suspension just doesn't do it enough for me. Right. This is the part where the performance goes up. Hopefully by a good bit. 270 horsepower. 298. 317. 334. 342. Okay. I don't think we can really compare this car with its engine that, well, it has a standard engine, but obviously it's a modified standard engine. Or it's its stock engine, I guess. But it's modified. 351 horsepower, 972 kilos. You know what? I'm going to drive it like this. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and change it to the other engine. Again, I'm not entirely sure if it's a Toyota or a Honda engine this, but it's a 2-liter inline 4 with variable valve timing. So, yeah. And for people that are saying it's a Toyota engine because it says VVT instead of, you know, VTEC, it never says VTEC. VVT literally just means variable valve timing, so it doesn't really make a difference which car it comes from. But yeah, I'm gonna drive it like this, and we'll see what it's like. Like the other one, this is also like a T-top or a Tiger top or whatever you want to call it. So I want to try and take the roof panels off. I want to see what this looks like as well. So let's bring it over to... Actually, let's have a look. What sort of design and paints do we have for this thing? Ooh. Oh, God. I forgot some of these. That's cool. That's a really, really cool old Toyota paint. Whoa. That's very retro. Oh, my God. That is so, so retro. Wait, can we change this thing then? So if I do this, I go to paint group 1. I'm gonna change it to that, and then if I go to paint group 2, I change that to black. That looks so weird. White just doesn't suit it in my opinion. Silver, you can paint this thing all silver, but that's boring. Definitely not red. Red just looks weird. Black though? Silver, black? That is so, so retro. I really like the black wheels as well. I think they suit it, so I'm gonna keep it like this. Yeah, let's take it to Forza Vista. I want to see if I can take the roof panels off. Come on. Right. Forza Vista. Open that door. I don't know if I have to open the door or not. Can I select it? I can't select it from this side. Can I select it from this side? I can't select it. There we go. Boom. Take those off. Yeah, that's cool. That's sick. Let's have a look at that big engine. Oh, it's gone. It's disappeared. Yeah. Then obviously, signature pop-up headlights as well. This is so retro looking. I really like this thing. Let's drive it. Let's drive this thing. It's got a lot less power. I think. It's very angry. I think it sounds much better. Much, much better. It's louder. It's like got a raspier sound. It also feels a little bit more under control. Jesus, this thing... Okay, I may have made a mistake saying this thing is slow. Okay, drifting it is a little bit of a different story here. Especially in third. It's just losing power. Oh, it sounds so good. I might turbocharge to see if I can bring this horsepower up a lot more. The supercharger noise is still there. It's very linear compared to the other MR2, where, like I said, it is obviously turbocharged. And I showed you guys it has a bit of turbo lag. This is a lot linear with its acceleration. I like this thing. And it's quick. It's definitely not slow. I don't know why I said it was slow before. And just like the other one, it's like super lightweight on its front wheels and it's very well balanced, so the front end just darts into a random direction. Well, not a random direction, but the direction you're pointing it at. It just goes in so quick. This might actually make a really good car for racing. I know I'm just messing around with like drift suspension, all that sort of stuff, just to have a bit of fun, but I think this might make a really good race car. Okay. Let's stop that. I'm gonna put a turbo on it. I'm gonna make this thing a lot faster and probably ruin the car. But I don't really care. That's why I make this thing faster. I'm not gonna engine swap it. I'm gonna leave the center engine that's in it. So 364 horsepower now. Before I've upgraded the turbo. Wait, why did I back out? I don't really know why I backed out. Still have to go back. And go to this. 395 horsepower now. 199 miles per hour. I think we can get this thing to be a little bit faster than that. Definitely 200. Wow, it's literally stuck at 200. If I can squeeze out 200 miles per hour in this thing, that'd be great. So I'm gonna give that a shot. I'm gonna try to get 200 miles per hour. Oh, the turbo lag is here now. Brilliant. I actually much prefer this with a supercharger. So it's final first, right? Second. Because I'm high in the revs, it's fine. I'm in 5th now. Slow down quite a bit. And I'll floor it. Nothing. 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 Now it's noticeable. Okay. It's stupid. It's stupid. It's stupid. It's stupid. I definitely ruined the car. It's so much better with a supercharger. Much, much better. Okay. Let's see what this thing is like. Top speed wise. Just because this is slower, I'm gonna get a little bit of a run up. Okay, I like the little blow-off valve sounds now. Go. Hit it. Come on. 200 miles per hour. Look how fast it's climbing. It definitely can reach 200 miles per hour. Even though it's a little bit of a break. It's still somewhat aerodynamic. Come on. Come on. Turn those lights off. Put them back in. Put them back in. Make this more aero. Please. It's still climbing. I am going downhill, but it's still climbing. 196, 7, 8, 9. There it is. 201. 202. 203. Is that it? Is that all you got? I think that's all it's got for me. Well, I'm not going fast enough for me to crash to the barrier now in the center. The little divider area. Yeah, I definitely prefer this to the supercharger. I think it's much better, the power delivery. Right, I'm gonna just slow down, what, 20 something miles per hour. See how noticeable this is, right? Well, 2,500 RPM, and I'm gonna floor it now. It's so much noticeable when it picks up speed. There we go. You can just see it, the way it accelerates. Like, first little bit when there's no boost. It just goes up so slowly. And then it picks up. Now that's going to be it from me. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of these type of videos. And obviously some other types of videos. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this one, I highly recommend you subscribe to the channel. Trying to get to 200,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That helps a lot if you guys do end up subscribing. But yeah, cool little MR2s added into the game. Anyway, again, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.